I think we are on Facebook Live, so I'm going to just check it real quick and double check it. I think we are. Just check it real quick. Okay, so we just what's that? Okay, so my name is Ralph Havens. I'm a physical therapist here in Bellingham, Washington, Fairhaven area of Bellingham. And today I'm going to show you some techniques that I use to improve my running form, improve my little boy's running form. He's a little track star here in Fairhaven, and help minimize injuries, get over injuries. With that being said, the primary thing with running injuries, if you've been dealing with a running injury or some sort of injury that's making it where you can't walk very well, maybe you can't walk up and down stairs very well, the deal is your body's doing the best it can do at any given moment. And what we see is your body's protecting you from something. The example I like to give is when I had a running injury years ago, back when I was 37, I couldn't run. I had a calf spasm and it wouldn't go away for 8 months. And I had lots of physical therapy. I had 5 physical therapists working for me in San Diego, Mission Hills Physical Therapy, and had 3 different pairs of orthotics and nothing was working. Finally went to a therapist in Los Angeles, Julie Shishino, physical therapist, and she put her hand on my foot and found the problem was actually in my chest. It was actually the arteries and the heart. And so you can imagine it was being a little restricted. And it was causing, it wasn't a medical condition, not yet anyway, but it was causing a tug on my leg. And my muscles in my calf were spasming to protect something up here. So she worked on me for 2 hours up here, fixed this up, and then I could run. 2 days later, I went for a run. And after 8 months of not being able to run, I was back to running. So the key is to find out what your body is protecting you from. And it could be all sorts of things. It could be physical things like that. It could be mental and emotional pain. You know, heart sadness is real. We all know that if you've been through some sort of big emotional or mental or spiritual problem, pain, you can have pains in your body. You can be limited. You might not be able to run. So, so the key is to find out what your body's protecting you from. Now, with that being said, I'm going to show you techniques that can improve your running form and get you over injuries, and you can try them and see what it does. And then if you want to really find what's going on with you, reach out to me. I'll put links below here in Fairhaven in Bellingham, Washington. So these are techniques that I use. We're going to go right through them. And what I recommend you do is to test how you feel right now. Like walk around a little bit, see how you move, see how your shoulders move, see how your neck moves, bend your back, bend forward, bend to the side, walk around, see how your feet feel on the ground, see how your ribs move and how your shoulders move. Just going to test a bunch of stuff. Because if you test enough stuff, then we can do these techniques and then you can see what's different. You can retest. So we're all about results here. We want to make sure we test what's going on. We're going to do some things and then we're going to retest and we're going to see, is it better? Is it the same? Is it worse? Is it just kind of different? The key is to find out what works for you and then you can use it again. So if you're dealing with a hip injury, a knee injury, an Achilles problem, some sort of shoulder problem, some sort of problem with sitting or moving or up and down stairs, whatever you're dealing with, do a little test and then we'll retest again. Okay, so I've got a little list and we can go through more of these. I'll do more of these sessions later if you find it useful. But I'm going to show you a few today. So the first one is a very simple technique, but it takes a little finesse. It's an old chiropractic technique. It's also from something in integrated manual therapy. And what you can do is I can explain all about it and talk to you the mechanics of it and the physiology and the anatomy of it. But we're just going to go ahead and do it. And then you can ask me if you want more information. So what you're going to do is find the top bone in your breastbone. So not your neck, but the first bone here. So you just come down and find that first bone. And you're going to find your belly button. And what we're going to do is touch those areas very, very lightly. And by lightly, I mean really lightly. So as if you were going to touch a butterfly and you didn't want to hurt the butterfly, that light. So light that if you touched any less, you wouldn't really be touching. So I've got my fingers on the belly button. I've got my fingers on the upper breastbone, and I'm just going to touch it. And then very lightly, I'm going to push them up towards the ceiling, but so light, just very, very lightly. So just hang out like this for a bit. And what some of you might notice is that you feel a little more relaxed, or it starts to go into a meditative kind of feeling. And there's a reason for that. This is actually working at the spinal cord level and deep in the brain level, an area of your brain called your thalamus. So you can try this and just hang out for a little bit. Now we're going to do this in sitting and in standing. You can do it in many different ways. Let's just turn your body to the left. And when you turn your body to the left, stay there a little bit. Don't go all the way over there. Just go part way over there. And then stay there and turn your eyes back to the right. And then relax your eyes and turn your body a little more to the left. And bring your eyes to the right. And relax. And turn your body to the left a little more. And then the eyes to the right. And then relax. And then come back to the middle. Again, you're touching super light, bringing your fingers up towards the ceiling. You're on your belly button and the top of the breastbone. Turn your body to the right a little bit. And then bring your eyes to the left. And then relax. Turn your body a little more to the right. And eyes to the left. And relax. Turn your body a little more to the right. And eyes to the left. And relax. And then come back to the middle. You can do many different motions with this. You can bend to the side. And then bring your eyes up. And then relax. And bend a little. And bring your eyes up. And relax. And bend a little. And bring your eyes up. And relax. And come back to the middle. Bend your body to the right. Bring your eyes up. And relax. Bend a little more. Your eyes up. And relax. Bend a little more. Eyes up. And relax. And then come back. You can even combine movements a little bit. Turn to the left. And then bend to the right. Back. Turn to the right. And bend to the left. And come back. So now relax a little bit. And if you like, walk around a little bit and see if you feel a little different. See if your feet are on the ground a little different. See if you move a little easier. See if there's more suppleness to your body. And we're going to do this in sitting. This is a very powerful technique. You're doing a technique that helps over 300 joints in the body with that one technique. So the next one, you can just do the same kind of idea in sitting. So we've got, sounds good. No, we're just going to hope the sound is good there. So you put your fingers on the belly button, the fingers on the upper breastbone. You're going to touch and bring them up. And then turn your body to the left. Your eyes go to the right. And then relax. Turn your body to the left. Your eyes go to the right. And relax. You turn your body to the left. Your eyes go to the right. And relax. Come back to the right side. Your eyes go to the left. And relax. Turn your body a little more. Eyes go to the left. And relax. Turn your body a little more. Eyes go to the left. And relax. You can bend a little bit. Eyes up. And relax. Bend a little. Eyes up. And relax. Bend a little. Eyes up. And relax. Remember, you're touching super light. And you're super light. Bringing the fingers up towards the sky. Bend to the right. And eyes up. And relax. Bend to the right. Eyes up. And relax. Bend to the right. Eyes up. And relax. You come back, you can turn to the left and bend to the right. You can literally hold this position for a while. If you hold it for 60 seconds, you have a huge effect on your diaphragm. Right now, you can turn to the left and bend to the right. Remember, you're touching the belly button and the upper sternum, the upper breastbone very lightly. Now just go ahead and walk around and see how you feel. See if you feel a little different, a little looser, a little lighter. Are your hips and knees lubricated? Are your feet touching the ground a little differently? Do you feel more at ease? Maybe anxiety has come down a bit. How are you moving? You know, are your eyes even softer? Are your shoulders moving differently? Does your rib cage move differently? Do you feel like you could go for a run? So that's one set of exercises. Now the next one is a similar thing, and what we're going to do is something that helps with the whole what's called the vagus nerve. It's a nerve that comes out of the back of your head and goes all the way and innervates around the heart and the esophagus and the aorta and all the organs down here. It can make your body very, very healthy. Your vagus nerve, you want it to be healthy and happy. It helps to take down the PTSD, you know, the stress response. And what we're going to do, here's the head and here's the upper neck. And the first bone you feel is the second bone, actually, because it has a little bump. The first bone doesn't have a little bump. So you go and you find your head, and just underneath the head, the soft part on both sides of the spinal cord is where we're going to touch. There's a little muscle, rectus capitis posterior superior, on both sides. It goes up at a little angle. And we're just going to go from the head a little below it and touch 2 fingers right there. And the way I like to do it is to use my middle finger and my thumb and just touch. So not the head, but just below the head. And then the other fingers are going to touch not the neck, but just the top of the sternum. And you're going to touch super light, and super light. You're going to bring both sets of fingers up towards the sky. So very, very light, like you're touching a butterfly, barely, barely touching the skin. There you go. And as you do it, some of you might notice the meditative effect. This takes the stress out of the body very fast. It's a great way to start meditation. And it's as simple as just touching and bringing it up to the sky with that very, very light touch. Now we do this with a series of movements to improve running form, and I might show you those in just a second. It's a different set of exercises, but it's what we use before we run. And by me and we, I mean me and my boy, and some of the runners on the team are starting to use this because it makes you looser and lighter faster. So you do this, and you can just hold those spots and just walk around a little bit. And when you walk, just walk a little mindfully, you know, just relaxed. Just load up under your right foot, and then let your left leg just swing easily, and load up onto your left foot, and let your right leg swing easy. And just kind of like take a little time and load a little weight onto one foot, and then relax the other foot. I'll go ahead and show you the rest of this. You can bend your hip and knee, and bend your hip and knee. And I will show you the next level of this. So now I'll go ahead and walk around a little bit and see how you feel. See if you're feeling a little looser, a little lighter. See if your arms feel a little looser, a little lighter. Feel like you could go for a run or a walk. And if you did this before you ran or you walked, you would feel lighter and looser, and your body would work better. So that's a whole series of things from an old chiropractic technique and an old and an integrated manual therapy technique. So give those a try. There's much more. So I'm going to start to make some of these Facebook Lives, these YouTubes. It's going to be on Spotify, and a way to start to get your running optimized, so you can run freer and easier. You can take away a lot of pains and aches, and again, if you're dealing with something that's chronic, an injury, something that's not letting you run, reach out to me, Ralph@ralphhavens.com. My website is ralphhavens.com here in Bellingham in Fairhaven, Washington. But I also do this over Zoom. So reach out, and we can find out what's going on with you, where the root cause of your condition is. I'm going to show you another set of things in just a second. Our number is 360-599-2217. So really, reach out to me if you're not able to run or walk or do things the way you want to do them. And I would be able to help you find what's going on and help you fix it up. Now, this next part, I'm going to show you two more things that we do before we run. So you've seen this one where we touch the top of the breastbone and the top of the upper neck. And we super lightly touch it and we super lightly bring them up. And just holding that while we do this is going to be really, really cool. Now, we talked about this, but we're going to go ahead and do a little demo of it. What you can do is, let's see if I can show you this, is imagine like there's a little groove down your leg. It's a little groove. And then imagine on the other foot, there's a little button on the heel. And what you're going to do is slide, you're going to be a slightly bent knee, you're going to slide the button up the groove. So see how it's in line with the lower leg? And you can see that my foot is relaxed. So I'm not doing this, I'm not holding my toes out. What I'm doing is letting my hips and knees and ankles just hang really limp, especially from the knee down, the ankle and foot are just limp. And so we just do that. So then try the other side, bend your knee, and then you've got the little button in your heel. It's going up the leg. See how it's going up the leg? It's not going out here. It's not going here. It's going right up the leg. The foot is relaxed. It's not going like this. The foot is relaxed. Now, as you do this, we're going to touch the breastbone and the upper neck. So touch those and bring them up, and then let the knee be bent up here, and just slide that up. So you're touching the breastbone, you're touching the upper neck on both sides of the spine, super light as you do this, and the foot is so relaxed, very relaxed. You flip around, bend the knee, slide that button up this inner leg. Now, feel how you feel. Walk around and see how you feel, and see if your feet are soft. See if your hips and knees and ankles feel easier and softer, because they are. If you've done that correctly and you let your foot relax, you're teaching your body to only use the muscles that are needed during the run phase. And when they're in the swing phase, they're just totally relaxed. Isn't that cool? So we're going to add one more way to do this. And that's with this Tai Chi walking. So we've got our spots here and here. We're super lightly touching it and bringing it up. And then what you're going to do, let me see if I can show you this. We're going to do as a little walking thing. So I'm touching, bringing them up, super light. I'm going to load my leg and all the weight under that right leg. And then the hip and knee are going to swing. And see how that foot relaxes? And they're going to load the left leg, and then the right foot relaxes. So you see, I'm not lifting my foot up like this. Instead, I'm loading the right leg and then just bending at the hip enough to swing that foot, but the foot is relaxed. I'm loading up my left leg and letting the hip and knee just swing. Let's do this again. Load, and then super relaxed. Load, and then the foot is relaxed. Load, and there's no tension on the foot. Load, let's see, here we go. Load, and then the foot is relaxed. Load, and the foot is relaxed. Load, and the foot is relaxed. So now walk around and see how you feel. Getting different, huh? Is that cool? Hips a little looser, hips and knees and ankles a little looser. You feel like you can run? In fact, swing your arms and see how loose and light those are. Isn't that interesting? So walk around just for a few seconds, and I'll show you one more thing that we do. And again, I'm going to make, this is fun for me. Hopefully it's fun for you. Let me know. And let me know what you need. Let me know what's going on. And I'll make these tailor-made for you. And the next thing we do is before we go for a run, we activate some oxygen centers. There's some points here. There are kidney points. And by that I mean acupuncture points. There's integrated manual therapy reflex points for oxygenation, getting more oxygen in your body. And it's a great thing to do to just tap. Here's the collarbone. Just under the collarbone, you just tap. And then what we like to do is just jump. So you jump and you tap. And you jump and you tap. Great to do right before you run. Kind of shows the body, hey, we're going to run. Okay, and now walk around and see how you feel. And let me know what you notice. Again, my name is Ralph Havens. I'm a physical therapist from back in the day, a 2:28 marathoner. Kind of fast, not super fast, but pretty good. And I've overcome chronic injuries and problems, and helped myself and my friends and family and others and our clients over the years to get their health and their running back. So reach out to me. I'm Ralph Havens Physical Therapy in Bellingham, in Fairhaven, 360-599-2217, ralphhavens.com. And you can email me directly, and I can let you know what I see that's going on for you and what's in the way of your health and your running. So please share this, let others know. You know, if you're a runner and you can't run, you know how hard that is. And I was there 2 years of not being able to run, and another time 8 months of not being able to run. And I figured it out. I got my running back. I'm in Fairhaven. I'm in a beautiful place with amazing trails. I am so grateful. And I'm here to tell you, you can get your health back. You can get your running back. And if you could just hang out with me a little bit, I can show you what's going on. All right, you guys. Hope this helps. Let me know. Share this widely, and I will see you all soon.